Welcome back, everyone. We are back with Freeze the Fall. I was taken away. I was taken aback when I heard VHS and how amazing it was. It's something I still listen to actually like daily since I heard it originally. And now we've got Daughters of Witches, and I am so excited for this one. I'm so excited. You guys know just the vibe of VHS and everything is just right up my alley. All right, blood, guts, horror, things that I love. So I'm excited to hear this one, and I cannot wait. And if you guys are watching and you're like, who is Freeze the Fall? Um, Please go watch my last reaction to them, because then you'll see a taste. And if not, and you're watching this one, stick around, because I'm sure you're not going to want to miss this. All right, Daughters of Witches. Let's get it. Is he blindfolded? You blindfolded, bro? Playing the drums? Oh my goodness. You can't see. How are you even playing the drums? What? Okay. Guys, so far we will give our lyrical analysis at the end. I am in love with this one. This is good. This one is really good. Where the hell? It's freezing. You can see their breath. It's freezing. Wherever this is freaking freezing. So I can't imagine actually even playing out there freezing. Like no jacket, no nothing. What the hell? This is really good. I can't wait to deep dive into these lyrics, guys. What I will tell you is this reminds me, I don't know how many of you guys even know of this band. I don't even know how popular they are, but Firefly, there was a band, man, many years ago. I still love them. Firefly, but I feel like they are Firefly. Firefly to me was never metal enough, but I absolutely love them and their lyrics, but they're like Firefly meets metal, and this is like what I think should have been. You know what I mean? Because this is taking it to the next level. Because I'm obviously biased because I love metal, but it does give me those sort of vibes. And I still think like this is something Lacey Sturm would definitely sing. Absolutely. Like also a Flyleaf vibe. You know what I mean? Like this is just so good. I keep comparing it because it's like you can't really compare them to anybody. So for me, it's a culmination of bits and pieces of bands I've loved throughout the years, but in modern day and a heavier take, which for me is just an automatic, it's an automatic fan for me for something like this. So it is exciting. Their breakdowns, I have to hear it again. Their breakdowns has become one of my favorites to listen to. I just think that it's perfectly done. And the fact that there's only three of them making this musical production still shocks me because you would think that there need to be a lot more to create the music that they're creating. It's just like it it's like a firework, right? You light it up, but it's up until a firework doesn't matter until it shoots up in the sky and explodes. To me, it's like the whole song is the firework. Like there is no lighting it. There is no lighting it, waiting it for it to get better. It's just good it's amazing from beginning to end. And the breakdowns to me, one of my favorites to listen to is theirs, especially at the end when she's about to sing the chorus again and it's just a pause in the music and then the drums and everything else follows. Goosebump inducing. Damn. That was the best. That was the best. That was my favorite one. Hands down, easily, that was my favorite one. Holy moly. Whew. Guys, oh, yeah, that's my favorite one. That's going to be the next song that I'm running to. If you guys don't already know, I run a lot in my life. It's just what I do. I love to run. And for me, music is fuel for that. And when I have a song, especially one that I just heard, and it's like my number one fuel to run and get there, you get that spot, you know you've done something right because that's going to be my new running song until somebody knocks it off, which I don't think it's going to be done for a while because that was amazing. I just want to remind you at how young they are, and I'm sure they're tired of hearing it about their age, but the only reason I mention it is because it is crazy to me that people so young are talented because let me tell you, my day and age, when I say my day and age, it's really not that crazy, but there was no talent like this. Like everything we heard, and I have to say, I'm excited to see the younger generation actually have talent like this because who's going to carry the torch? Like growing up, we were spoiled. We had so many bands, so many artists, and I feel like after like millennials, we're still listening to those bands that we grew up with because I feel like there's no one there to take their place. So a lot of the time people like that nostalgic music and that songs that are timeless even though they're 20, 30 years old because nobody can replace that. And I feel like Freeze the Fall is for sure somebody is out there listening and they're going to be listening to them 20, 30 years down the line. That's who they are for them. And to me, that's exciting because I feel like we've had nothing fresh for a long time, nothing new, nothing good that holds up to the music I grew up listening to. And I feel like they are the catalyst to change that because it's not just good. The momentum from beginning to end. The lyrics are just, like I said, we're getting into it, are amazing. This can definitely hold its weight to the music I grew up listening to. And I'm just happy to see that they are paving a path for so many others to listen to that lifelong fans that are gonna be listening to way down like this is gonna be timeless. I'm telling you right now, 20 years I'll check in and I promise you this is gonna be one of their top songs still. And people are gonna be talking about Freeze the Fall 20, 30 years from now. They will be talking about it the same way we talk about our bands today. So it's exciting to see that. And I feel like there's not that much of it going on. And I'm glad to see that more of it is coming out. Y'all already know about the lyrics we're going to get into, and I have so much to say because these lyrics are, once again, it's like right up my alley, man. They just get it. Everything they have sang about and like the production of their videos, I absolutely love. And I did remember, actually, now that I think about it, I think they are Canadian, which is why it's probably freezing where they are. I don't know where in Canada. I do have a crap ton of family in Toronto, but you will never catch me anywhere in Canada without a jacket. Like I feel like even on the hottest day, it's freezing, you know? And so that is crazy. Just want to let you know that if you're not used to cold like that, it is freezing, you would be shivering wearing what they're wearing. It's just no way. And I did notice. So basically, I want to talk about these lyrics. I'm so excited. They control. We're gonna start it from the beginning. Okay, we're gonna start it from the beginning. I'm actually gonna pull this up for you guys to follow with me if you missed anything. Okay, we're gonna take it from the top. They control everything that I can't even open my mouth to say. Just that alone tells me everything I need to know. It's very true. We live in a time right now where the truth is becoming silenced because the truth is being spoon fed to us by those that curate it, not because it is true, but because they create their truth, and by doing so, they deceive us by creating the truth and spewing it to you as facts so that you regurgitate the truth that they have manufactured themselves. So, something like that already off the bat gravitated and grabbed my attention. And they're taking us for free, cannot win the game because it was made to put me to shame. Guys, do you guys hear the poetry behind this? You know how many people, by the way, don't even talk about this stuff in music? So I gotta give them credit. Absolutely. This is becoming being able to speak out in a subtle way, and giving you the sort of droppings of crumbs for you to figure out what it is yourselves is very smart. They're not spoon feeding you anything. They're just telling you what it is that they're experiencing, what they are seeing, and the rest is for us to piece together. Very tastefully done, by the way. Absolutely, you can't win the game. It was designed for all of us to lose. Nations hide their eyes. Amazing, right? They act oblivious to everything. They don't care about anything that goes on in the rest of the world, who they hurt, what they take, what they don't take. All they just, and a lot of nations hide their eyes. It's true, because what I was talking about is leaders, by the way. But for nations, if it's not happening in our backyard, we truly don't care. And it's true, because we will turn a blind eye because we all say, well, hey, that's not happening here. Who cares? But the truth is, it is happening. A lot of things that are happening that you see unfold that maybe you don't agree with, or the suppression of everything, I would actually say, is happening everywhere. But if you stay oblivious to it, well, ignorance is bliss, right? Rose gold chains for us, but I smile. They put, we are literally shackled, but I love the idea, but it's rose gold chains, right? We are trading in a life of convenience for the truth. We would rather live a convenient life than work hard to live a more sustainable, natural, freeing life. But we traded our freedom for convenience. So it really is rose chains. Like, we're not just shackled, but they are rose gold because we get perks of other things. And those perks of the other things are made to distract you from ever veering towards the life that we should be living. So very amazing. Didn't ask for it, of course not, right? And never justified. We carry the world. Wow, and never justified. Abso-freaking-lutely. Love that. And I did want to mention also the way, another thing, I'm taking about like the system in a general, but I also feel like it could have been like daughters of witches, which I kind of feel like, I don't know, it kind of gave me the sort of system that women are oppressed in. Um, Almost like when the part where talked about like they control everything I can't open my mouth to say. You want me to bow down, imagining your crown, like things like that. It also could be told like the workforce and how women obviously get shut down, been told to stay silent for God knows how long. Like something like that could also be not just so much like, I'm thinking more like the system and government, when really I should be honing in. Maybe it could be something like that. Um, you know, I was just thinking about the too much is vain part. I kind of thought like maybe that's about, maybe it's about like how women have so much pressure on us. If we don't smile enough, we get told that you need to smile more. If we're not nice enough, we get told a lot of names. If we reject someone, um, the best thing I can have is someone leaves. But in this society, people are just absolutely crazy. So I kind of felt like, you know, we carry the world also could be like that, how marginalized we are, like something like that, you know. And I kind of thought about the fact that when her hands were shaking as Death spoke to her, I kind of originally said that, well, maybe it was about taking the whole world down, but maybe it was about when we speak up, almost like if we speak up in a place, we get condemned for it. So we try to speak up and do the right thing to get, well, you know, to get treated fairly, and then to not, you get suppressed for that. You get ostracized for that, you know, burned at the stake, if you will. So, and maybe just a little bit of like you try to pass the pain, like how I said, but I'm taking you to, but maybe that also was how I originally said it. Like, I am taking you to, but also like I could be the victim of this. And also, but I'm taking you to, meaning I'm going to take my being a victim in the situation and turn it into something more meaningful and more powerful. So I kind of feel like those two ideas can come together about like overall government, but also for the fact that it is about like women overall. Um, of course, guys, like I said, this is all, I'm just trying to think right now, like, um, and then maybe the freezing the flame is like refusing to conform to the system that is in place for us. You know, it could be the theme of either politics, as one could say, you know, or it could be about like sexism. Everything about it. And again, this is all up for interpretation. You guys are more than free to disagree with me or take it however you will. I am taking it how I see it. I just love lyrics that can be applied to a multitude of things. Um and I love lyrics that make you actually get into deep analytical thought. It's just not, it's thought provoking, and it is lyrics with meaning. And that's what music is all about. It's about the lyrics. Mind you, the freaking music was amazing. Okay. Side note, that breakdown, epic. And I noticed, I wonder if, because the drummer wore like a military or like there was Medal of Honors or something there. I wonder if that was paying homage to something. Was that imagery for something? Like, what did that symbolize? It could just be, hey, you know, shout out to the soldiers. But if it was something more, let me know what you guys thought about that. I thought it was an interesting choice. Unless I'm reading too much into it and I watch way too much TV and try to like too much crime shows. Maybe that's just me. But absolutely 10 out of 10. This is my favorite song they've had so far. I mean, what more can you ask for? What more can you ask for? Beautiful lyrics, thought provoking, relatable, okay? Amazing vocals. The vocals, top notch. Again, I love the sound of their band. It's very unique, and it's bits and pieces of things I feel like of bands that we've all heard, you know, here and there, but it comes together so nice. Like, it's bits and pieces. So it's like, oh, well, they sound like this or they sound like that, but they are unique in their sound. And it's just, I love to see, it's like pieces of the puzzle coming together, and that's Freeze the Fall. I loved it. What did you guys think? Let me know down below what you guys thought. I think this one's my favorite. Will this be topped? I don't know. I will say I'm going to have to listen to more of their music, but so far I don't think that this one can be topped. I'm calling it right now. And I'm going to have to listen to it again on repeat on my next run right now. I will see you all back here on the next one.